Hi, Auntie.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Cass.
Mm.
I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding the language that you use in your daily lives. Let's start with a bit of introduction on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How many children and grandchildren do you have?
Oh, I have 6 grandchildren. I have 4 children, one daughter and 3 sons.
And what about your ethnicity? Where do you come from?
I was born and brought up in Johor Bahru. My parents are from Malacca because we are straight-born Chinese actually.
I see.
Straight-born Chinese, they call Baba and Nyonya.
So you were brought up with English,
English,
Malay,
Malay, no
no
Chinese.
Chinese. Okay.
English and Malay. Mostly kalau Baba Nyonya, they speak Malay and English.
I see. They don't speak Chinese?
No, we don't
Mandarin
speak
or I
Chinese.
see.
My generation, my father's generation, we don't speak Chinese. Actually, my parents, my mother and my father, they can speak Chinese, but they are of different dialects. So that's why I think they speak Baba Malay,
I
Baba
see.
Nyonya Malay. Okay, we grow up speaking English and Baba language. And Babanya language is more like Indonesian language.
Indonesian?
Yeah, dia punya logat tu is more like Indonesian. Bahasa baku they call it.
Ah,
That's bahasa baku.
so you speak English and Malay with your parents and your
Yes, parents.
family, but now that you have your own family, what language do you speak with your children and grandchildren?
Mix, actually mix, but my grandchildren mainly speak English lah.
Since they speak English, I guess you speak more English with them compared to
More English
your
compared
children.
to, yes.
I see.
No, of course I speak English to my children as well.
Okay.
But of course it's mixed lah kan.
Yes. And what about with strangers? Let's say you go buy stuff.
Depending if they can speak English, then we speak English. Most of the Malays, I think nowadays, they're not as fluent in English nowadays. I think their English not so sure lah. But depending if they can speak English, then we speak English. Or with a mix of Malay lah, with a mix of bahasa.
So you'll mix in with them. Let's say they can speak English, you speak English. They
Yes,
can
that's
speak
right.
Malay, you speak
Yes.
Malay. Okay.
But I think auntie punya generation, most of us speak English lah. Most of my friends always speak English.
Do you think it's something difficult to be changing language whenever you talk to different people?
No, I don't think it's a problem.
Or to reply in different language?
No, I don't think it's a problem.
When you see your children interact with their friends, is it easy to understand their words and the terms and words that they use? Like now we have swag.
I think more or less, I know now.
You know,
Yeah.
you can somewhat like
Yes,
figure out
that's right.
what it
Yeah.
means.
Now with the what they call with the social media and all that kind, I think you can understand their lingo lah. No,
Yeah. Do you ever try to speak the generation Y and Z's language?
No.
No?
Maybe sometimes sometimes yeah.
To entertain them or
That's
to
right.
make fun of them or anything. Do you have any reason why you choose to speak English with your children and grandchildren?
I think
Do you think because it's a more globalized language?
it's more globalized, and then we grow up speaking English. At the same time, I think English nowadays in school nowadays they don't speak much English. I think that.
Yeah.
Because last time during our time we go to missionary school and most of the lessons were being taught in English.
Yes.
And we only have one class of bahasa.
I see.
Whereas now everything is in bahasa and only one English class. So I think it's not sufficient.
Yeah. Okay, going back to your parents, let's say you were brought up speaking Chinese as well, so you have all three languages, Malay, English and Chinese. Do you think you would be speaking Chinese with your kids as well?
I think I will.
You think you would?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I will because it's an
Added bonus.
And then like in my case, I am Chinese, but I cannot speak Chinese, so it's sort of, the other Chinese will be thinking, why can't she speak Chinese? But most of them, I think I'm not so sure whether they all tahu about the Baba Nyonya in Malacca.
Yeah.
Most Baba Nyonya, they speak bahasa English, and then but then now the new generation they speak Chinese. We used to tell my parents, "Rugi lah, they don't speak to us in Chinese."
Is there any bad or good effects that you can think of being able to speak multiple language?
Of course lah, I rasa if you can speak multi languages kan, it's bonus for you lah, like you say lah. Then especially macam kita punya country is multiracial. Especially now, I think kan, if you speak Chinese, now people go for Chinese language now.
Yes.
But English, I think nowadays banyak slack sikit lah.
Jugalah.
I think a lot.
Especially 2 years ago, I think diorang tarik balik the math and science in English. They're making it in BM
I
again
think that's why
after
it's a bit
7
difficult lah
years.
for them to speak English nowadays, because during our time, like I told you, everything was conducted in English kan.
Yeah.
Maths, geography, history, all in English except for bahasa je.
Okay, that's all for today.
Okay,
Thank you very much,
thank
Auntie.
you. Thank you.